We are living in some crazy times right now, and I don't really follow the news or anything, but the reason I say that is you got people like this.
I am Michael McSurley, and I'm the thriftiest cheapskate in Tennessee.
This guy's supposed to be an extreme cheapskate, but he paid for this entire hamster setup just to turn on one light. He's got a hamster working just so he can turn on one single light and write down whatever what do you think he's writing? I don't know. God knows what.
40-year-old IT worker Michael McSurley spends his time inventing new ways to cut costs.
See, here's one of the things I don't understand about these cheapskates is this guy bought power tools to drill holes in buckets and shit like that to invent new ways to save money, but he might not have needed those power tools if he wasn't doing all this. Do you really mean to tell me that there isn't a cheaper way to cut a hole into this bucket? Like you couldn't have whittled a stick into a point or something?
You can pay anywhere from $20 to $50 for shelving, so I'm gonna save that using milk crates, which are a few dollars a piece, and cable ties, which are practically nothing. This looks cheesy. However, version 1.0, version 2.0 is gonna look like a gym.
So you spent like $4 on those milk cartons and that's not even the final product? Also, why can't you just set it on the floor and put stuff in it that way? I mean, it looks like you got plenty of room. Why do you have to go taping shit to the wall, man? Also, I love how this box is labeled box of stuff. Like, how's that gonna help anyone? Why would you take time to create that and put it on the box as a label if it doesn't even specify what's in the box? Unless you know what the stuff is, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of a label because you don't even need one because you know what's in there. So this is just pointless.
This is basically a prototype. This is definitely is not a finished product by any means.
Oh no, what do you have now, dude?
This is a utility belt that I thought I could use, you know, working in the garage or under the house.
Does this guy have any finished products? It seems like you've got a lot of prototypes in first editions, and I mean, come on, we got to see something finished.
Put your tools, and it is made entirely of duct tape.
Dude, if anyone sees you trying to put tools in a duct tape belt, you're probably going to get arrested. Also, if it's just a prototype and you're not even going to use it, that's just a waste of materials, right? From a cheapskate's perspective, that duct tape could have gone to use. Do you think this thing is going to hold a single tool, let alone multiple?
The way I save my water bill is I actually save my water after my showers.
Oh,
so
no, don't do that. Don't do that.
The water in the tub, get a bucket, and actually scoop it out, take it to where I need to use it, other places in the house, including, you know, washing the dishes once a week.
At this point, why wouldn't you just wash your clothes and your dishes while you're taking a shower? That would just, you cut out the middleman that way, right?
I think it's kind of gross.
Michael wakes up at 5 a.m. to hit all the local yard sales, always on the hunt for the best bargains he can find.
At a garage sale, when I get a pretty good bargain, I do get a rush.
Tell you what, we'll let you have the pump for $4.
Okay.
No questions asked.
Okay.
You got a deal.
Thank you so much.
Imagine getting a rush from buying a $4 pump at a garage sale. I mean, the second that guy knocked the dollar off of it, he was just ecstatic.
Okay.
With a $4 pump and 50 feet of free hosing salvaged from his parents' house, plus some thrifty ingenuity, Michael is ready to construct the ultimate cheapskate irrigation system.
I think it will look a bit unusual. You know, not many people have external plumbing in their house.
Yeah, well, no shit. It's called external plumbing.
Well,
Hi.
hello. Hey, Mike.
We just wanted to come see what you've been doing over here.
Yeah, it's been quite a little project.
See what you've done with my hose.
Outside, I have the bucket that actually collects the rainwater. I've got it split off right here. One is going to the sink, and one is going to the washing machine in there. I'm gonna be pumping it onto this part of the house.
I love the look his father's giving him. It's like he's standing there trying to figure out what went wrong, you know?
Mom, I'm pumping!
This next one is a family of cheapskates, and it's a little bit more disturbing.
Oh my goodness, looks like you had a good time. You smell good. We just, all right, go find your daddy.
If I can get something for free, I'd rather do that any time than shelling out $1. My family and I are so cheap that we all share one tub of water a day.
So in this family, when one person's done with a bath, they go tell the other one, and then they go hop in too, and then after that's done, they gather all the water and then wash their dishes in that water.
It smells good. That's what I like about it. I don't buy toilet paper. I use newspapers that we get free in town. Pick up one sheet. You don't need more than that. You crumple it up, you use it, and then you put it, when you get done, into this bag.
Are you kidding me? You have shit-covered newspaper bags all over your house? What are you doing? Not only does it have to be insanely uncomfortable to try to wipe your asshole with newspaper, but she wants you to stick to one? Like you're stingy on the newspaper?
Pick up one sheet. You don't need more than that. I've had people say, here, let me buy you a roll of toilet paper. It's not that I can't buy a roll of toilet paper, I don't need to. We don't need it.
But you do need it. You definitely do need it. There's no way that newspaper isn't painful and uncomfortable. Look, they got this shit in the windows too.
I've insulated this window with newspapers. Keeps the light out, helps with heating and cooling.
And also, if I'm in a jam, I can wipe my ass with it.
Just lift this window, and there's me some more toilet paper. You don't need more than that.
Look at this. When she leaves the room, you can see that they have a wall of Blu-rays in their house. A wall of them. That's a lot. And if you look really closely, you can see that they have an Inspector Gadget double feature combo pack on Blu-ray, which is no cheap item.
The most extreme thing I ever did to save on medical costs or any kind of costs like that is I removed my own teeth. If I have a cavity, I just take a little chisel,
A chisel?
and a hammer, and I sit there and
Oh my
chip it and
God.
chip it and chip it until I can knock it out. Every once in a while, I've been known to take it and whack it really hard. You get knocked out for a minute, you come to, and you finish.
This next cheapskate that we're going to take a look at puts a baby monitor in her bathroom so she can yell at her boyfriend to get out of the shower.
Right now, Patrick! This is my reusable boiling water.
Of course it is.
Yes, I know it may be a little chunky, but it saves me from
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Chunky boiling water, reused.
lunchtime. Come on, let's eat.
When are you gonna change that water?
I'll change it in due time. Just don't rush me, because the more you ask me that, the longer I have to keep it. But whatever you don't eat, I'm gonna say. I am able to make the most of every food and drink that we have in this house by reusing.
Oh, don't do that. Why? It's not worth it. How is that worth? All right, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I don't care.
Patrick really wants to have a football party. I'm not gonna change what I do to impress your friends. You wanted this party. You know how things go in our house.
Come on.
No.
Visitors.
The poor guy, you know he has to deal with this shit all the time, and the only reason now he's actually going to get to have the party is because TLC is here.
When I buy fruits and vegetables, I want to pay for what I eat, not for what I don't eat. There's no need to pay for the vine if all I'm eating is the grapes.
She thinks she's all original with this, but we've seen this before. Do you remember a little man by the name of Roy? I don't know if he was little or not.
I don't have to pay for the stems because you can't eat the stems.
This is why we save the sauce. Now, to save money, I multitask with washing dishes and cooking meals with my dishwasher.
Of course you do. This looks like such a lively party. They've got everyone huddled in the dark because she won't turn any lights on.
Excuse me, can I use some?
They're passing a candle around so they can go to the bathroom. This is some mid-1800s Abraham Lincoln type shit that they're doing.
Main course.
Look at the look this guy gives her. Did she just pull, is that lasagna? Did she just pull lasagna out of the dishwasher?
The lasagna tastes like water. W-A-T-E-R, water. Nasty.
I get the utmost satisfaction being the cheapskate that I am. It's for me and my family, not anybody else.
Unless we have guests over, in which case I will feed them lasagna from a dishwasher.
Mom, I'm pumping!